Aloha and welcome. Before you enter into this recording, I just want to orientate you on how to receive it. What you're about to experience is a few transmissions from within the collective avatar field, where our work is happening in real time through our shared attention, this profound coherence and presence we're co-creating. And so rather than trying to understand everything or follow it only mentally, I invite you to let your body be involved in the process. Let your awareness open not just to the words, but to the space in between, to the subtle shifts in your own system. So there might be moments where, not much seems to be happening on the surface, but something is reorganizing internally. So this work is somatic, it's energetic, it's relational. And you're not just listening, you're participating if you were involved in the group that were created. So allow your system to become receptive, allow yourself to be moved, and most importantly, let yourself feel what it would be like to be inside of a field like this. Thank you. Over the course of our time together, we have the opportunity to establish something extraordinary, something not attainable alone. And so I thank you. I thank you in the name of the One for what we're about to do in this initiation sequence that is really the welcoming into the great open heart mystery of being alive on planet Earth right now. And if you don't know me already, my name is Amareya, and I will be your co-pilot on this avataric mothership, divine ascending and descending our light, embodied presence, our pure awareness, through the heart of Gaia into humanity. And as we practice braiding our love through one another as a collective interbeing in order to expand our extra-dimensional skill sets in service to the One, the Only, the Divine Almighty, awakening through us all. As we enter into this committed container right now, I'll just say it in 101 different ways through 101 precious invitations to please enter with all the reverence required from you, as if when you pass through the gateway of a temple, of a holy space, of a church. The same you would when you reach the top of a mountain, you see the wide angle view and your breath is taken or breath given as you realize there is so much more. There's so much more to what this life is ready to offer. So may we offer each other the 360 degree in all directions and all dimensions wide angle view to become that lens of a bigger, greater, wider, fuller self in which you as the center of the eye gets to dilate open to this intimate family. They will come to be your family over this time together. This much I know. Some of you know each other, and some of us will figure out really quickly that there are no strangers here at the level of the soul. So let this session and each session we hold together become a living invocation. And so I invite us in this charged space. Let whatever we do become somatic. Let it become devotional and alive. As the breath creates the doorway now. As that which is being offered to us, streaming directly from that mysterious and luminous heart of the divine itself into you and into us. What creates that supreme sensitized receptivity to this field of energetics, of love and devotion? What creates suppleness in your body so that you can float on the frequencies here, so that you can yield to this luminous spaciousness surrounding you? Eventually, that which is surrounding you and that which is within you and that which connects each of us becomes the same shared, vibrant space. Tune your spine now. Let yourself be tuned. So you bring awareness to the vertical axis of your body, from the base of the pelvis through the crown of your head. Sense that natural line of energetic through the spine. And let it become like a lightning rod. Feel how your spine conducts energy. It reverberates, it listens, it becomes a vibrating string, an instrument, yes. It listens upwards, it listens downward at the same time. It listens into the space that surrounds you. Space. Charged. Space is charged. It's charged like a lightning storm building and forming. You know that feeling when even the electric ions in the air signal something is brewing, something powerful is here. So electricity is refined, intelligent, it's responsive to you. Touch it. Let it touch you. I invite you into the intimacy of sensation, all the feelings. Amplify them. Simply by presence. Open to your core flow. And what is core flow? Core flow is that natural circulation of energy through your central channel. That vertical line I spoke of extends to infinity above in all directions. Down into the heart of matter itself. Cha. When I say this presence in your core flow is alive, I mean it's an intelligent medicine. It's toning, tuning, choosing you as well in our field. And so that means if there are gestures, if there are mudras, if there are subtle ways in which actual tone and voice is part of how you dynamically connect to our field. Okay, so I'm just getting that as we enter into this core alignment now. Are you aware of anything that you need to clear in your field for the lightening of your soul to conduct through your body, mind, heart? So, just so that you can be more present here, but is there anything specific as you decree it so it instantly and automatically clears? Let's enter this quantum repatterning now. Go ahead, whatever you're aware of that wishes to be cleared through all the layers of my being, any lower vibrating thought forms, feelings, frequencies, dissolve into this light now of my core flow. Which is an infinite, unhindered, flowing radiance that connects me continuously to my beloved source. Source of all being, inherently free. Free because it's really not the effect of something else. It's not the response or reaction of some other force. Rather, it is the cause and origin of my soul. I am the cause. I am pure cause. I am. I reorientate my awareness now to this original cause. Any place I've allowed myself to be distracted by my own egoic hide-and-seek games. Clearing now. Any place I've been in karmic role-playing with friends, lovers, business people, aggregates of groups that I might be part of. Clearing. Sovereignty is now. Any place I've allowed myself to be played by the hands of a puppet master of collective thought forms, clearing now. I now cut all those strings. Thank you. How effortless. So beautiful. It's in this place where every act is an act of God, when I am free of my conditioning. Unbounded. Here every movement is the river flow of the goddess expressing itself through me when I am transparent enough to life. Oh, how delightful to be that transparent. Thank you. It's here where every thought is a bridge that I consciously build to bring my luminous potential into reality now and now and now. Thank you. Thank you for this luminous mind where thoughts are ladders and bridges to the higher spaces of who I really am. Thank you. Thank you to how every feeling can be used as a desire to bring the beloved closer to me. Oh. Every feeling is a desire to bring God, to the divine, my higher self closer to me. Thank you. Every feeling is a biochemical, beautiful wave packet of energetics from our truer self that exists within and beyond space and time. Thank you. Wishing to attune me now. Thank you. Okay, so as this core flow opens, your body becomes the host of these energies we are building with increased trust. Can you feel that? See what happens when we do this work together is we're able to hold more. Our nervous system will start to recognize the rhythm of a presence moving through you and through us. So can you sense energy circulating more now because you are priming your system to become a vehicle? A vehicle of what? A vehicle of what? As we initiate this living field that is receptive, that is collectively programmable, and is inviting us to inseminate it with our highest frequencies and intentions. What do you feel you are a vehicle of in this moment? Tuning into that felt sense, maybe it's actual thoughts, and qualify it with the I am a vehicle of. Thank you. Yes. As you embody that, ripple that into our field. Thank you for holding that for us. Now, whatever those frequencies and luminous intentions are you're holding now, tune into your diamond mind. Let's just bring energy to focus and awareness to the space behind our eyes. And irradiate your skull. The subtle field above your crown. As you extend the radiance of that I am, of which you are a vehicle of, those qualities, those virtues. And sensing your mental field becoming spacious, clear, diamond-like, precise. Your diamond mind receives and reflects with clarity. Awareness becomes lucid, luminous. Insight passes through you. So I invite us to tune into each other in this field and start to feel our gate of communion opening. As we open those spaces, above our heads. Diamond matrix. So many of you won't yet know each other, but feel how there is already here, maybe for you, a shared recognition, a sense of belonging that doesn't require personal history together. Yeah. Just a remembering of intimacy that precedes our identity, our stories. Maybe it's a safety your cells could recognize right now as home. Do you feel a field your nervous system can settle into and co-regulate with? So here we are, 12 of us. And send forth your reverent bow in all directions to the other emissaries in this intimate circle. Holding a point of radiance on the grid across the globe. Thank you. We rest here. A transfigured group vessel. One field, many expressions. You may be aware that there's a nectar, a radiance being generated by us. And so I'm just going to invite you to now, from that ether field, luminous, could be above you, could be all around you, but start to feel it as a diamond liquid radiant drop, dropping down into your heart. Great gifting, precious. Let that diamond radiant drop from the heart emanate into every cell to make it a somatic alchemy. So if you haven't already tuned in, we are here not alone with just the 12 of us. We're here as collective avatar. We're here within a mandala of other enlightened beings, timeless realized masters. bodhisattvas, your personal guides. And so thank you, thank you, thank you. As you bring them forth, perhaps to interpenetrate into our diamond dazzling collective fields. And let them meet here through and with all of us. So we welcome them in. We're here to be like those timeless, realized masters who have come together over the ages, silently influencing humanity's evolution behind the scenes, whose every energetic movement and vibrational alignment and shared intention modulates the destiny of the human race through pure attunement alone. It's not through effort. It's through attunement. Do you know what I speak of? Have you felt these timeless masters? Have you known yourself in resonant alignment with these beings? Thank you. So I believe that attunement, that is one of the many arts we're learning here, that our very attunement to the field becomes the access through which to radiate a higher vibration into that field. And we become field architects, as I like to say. Field architects. We know how to actually manage the fields. There's a science to it. There's an energetic way to create coherence, to organize, it's a skill we'll be practicing and refining over the course of our work together. And you can use this circle as an alchemical mirror to reveal your highest attainment, or let's say your timeline trajectory that most pulls you forward to the destiny and the evolution of your soul. You can use this aligned counsel for the remembrance of your avataric master self. You can use this circle as the mirror to reveal what happens when you allow the quickening of your soul to catch fire and purify you in the refining flames of liberation from your egoic structures, your outmoded modes of being, your outdated programs. So how else do you choose right now to use this living group field for the glistening timelines that oscillate before you? Glimmering, waiting to fully attune to with your ecstatic yes. Can you choose right now to use this living group field to sense, feel, align with that glistening soul timeline? So choosing that timeline, it may not be the easiest one, but it's the one that really glows brightest. That's how you know it's the right one. because it actually holds the most radiance of who you could become. So if it helps to say, I'm ready to catch fire and purify in the flames of the truest liberation so that I can be there, be that. Yes, please. Come what may. Do you believe we can instantly liberate ourselves from lifelong patterns? Is that in your field of knowing, sensing? Reality is inviting this from you all the time. There's like this suppleness, this spontaneity, this fluidity is what we're training in our nervous systems, in our mind. So, so that higher vibrating force from the level of our soul can enter instantly when we have touched it enough times. So that's my vision, is over the course of this long arc, I hope you're here with us even longer than the 3 months, that we continuously touch the essence of our soul in these intimate meetings in 101 different ways, so that you can go, aha, yes, that's another entry point in. Aha, yes, that's another of my fractal facets of the infinite diamond I am. Aha, I know what that feels like now. I've touched it in so many different ways. It's all me. Ah, aha. So that you really can then begin to utilize reality, no matter what is present, to bring you into that deeper alignment with your soul. That's kind of like, we call that skillful means, no matter what, right? One of the things in our time left together that I wanted to really highlight is like introduce the framework for the name of this living field we're going to be building, and kind of like tune into the nuances. Why did Amareya choose collective avatar? So because the word avatar carries now, I would say, well, kind of like 3 distinct meanings in our language, right? So there's the original Sanskrit usage, which I will get into a little more. An avatar is basically a divine descent. I'll talk more about that. Then we've got like, we've got the movie Avatar, like, which, you know, the third installment of one of the incredible mythical archetypal themes of our collective, just like landed again. So then we think of Avatar like, you know, like a surrogate body being inhabited or like piloted from elsewhere, right? They've got the technology that allows that to happen in the movie. And then there's like in the digital gaming culture, I think is where it really came from. It's like avatar is like your chosen persona, right? The identity that someone uses to kind of move and relate and act within a shared environment. So, right, these meanings are not quite the same, yet they now coexist. And wow, I'm just thinking about how we just talked about those 3, like what's the confluence of those 3? You know, like Anne Renee gave us the cards, we just did these like, oh, the 3 virtues together. Well, what is this revealing of humanity actually? I'm thinking about it. It's like, intuitively, I feel like all of them are exploring embodiment and consciousness moving through form at multiple levels. You know, even if we have not yet fully integrated what that implies, that's what humanity's like figuring itself out through these 3 various ideas of avatar. And it's making it a common thing. So if we can tune into the deeper part of what that really is, which I would say is avatar in Sanskrit. Excuse me, everyone. What's the difference between like an awakening self-realized master and the Hindu understanding of avatar, which literally the word means divine descent?
right? So that, unlike a human who evolves through effort and devotion and practice and then attainment towards mastery, an avatar is a direct descent of divine source or intelligence that just goes, embodies in form, and that happens, like in Hindu, this understanding that it happens in history when humanity has reached a critical threshold of what? Of forgetfulness, of imbalance. And so then a singular luminous being would incarnate as an avatar. Christ, Krishna, Buddha, Padmasambhava, Rama, like those are some of the ones we could say have been known as avataric beings. And more recently we could say, I would put in that category as more recent masters, Sri Aurobindo and the Mother. I put Ramakrishna in that. I would put Mahavatar Babaji in that space of an avataric being, a concentrated God point, like coming into God realization, transmitting a field of remembrance so potent enough to reorientate like entire civilizations. That's what I would call an avatar. But the thing is, the next descent of the avatar current, I actually feel like it's not even possible into one perfected being, because humanity has evolved into a transcultural, trans-religious, global community, and so the avataric intelligence itself kind of has to evolve also to meet this era. So now the avatar comes as a coherently awakened network of souls, a distributed embodiment of the same divine principle through a unified field of human vessels. That is what I call collective avatar. That's a term I came to start using in 2009. And it's really stuck. It really feels like, yeah, that's it. The descent of spirit no longer localizes as a single master. It fractally distributes through the planetary grid of awakened beings, cohering as a living morphogenetic field through the hearts of those who have consecrated themselves as instruments of divine embodiment. That would be that would be what is necessitated to make this happen. You have to consecrate yourself as an instrument of that divine embodiment descent process. Do you feel yourself as that? When I talk about that, can you actually go, yes, Amareya, I remember. My every cell remembers my place in this collective avatar. Okay. I think you were self-selected into this group because of it. So, right, like, then we could say, well, a lot of us have heard about the 100th monkey effect. We could say at sufficient scale, our synchronized fields form a planetary resonance structure that operates through humanity's subtle body. And this is why we're also going to get into, over this series, the architecture of how this all works. Some of us are not like, that's not our thing, like we're not very mental with all of that, but I'm going to say that that's actually important to understand the architecture of what's happening in your consciousness on the planet so that you can become more luminously participating in it. And so we're going to map out some of these things. Because if we're being assigned the task, we have to know like the anatomy of what's being asked of us, right? Okay, so we're here to upgrade the planetary operating system from within its own creation, using human consciousness as the bridge between the divine and the manifest worlds. Right. Well, mystics have foreseen this planetary initiation for quite a while. probably most of those avatars have been working at a trans-temporal, thousands of years understanding. So they've all seen it, but they might not have seen where the lip of evolution, the threshold of it, has taken us now. And that's an interesting understanding to really grok. The pinnacle of evolution keeps, we're the threshold of something that hasn't been done 5,000 years ago, 100 years ago, 50 years ago, 10 years ago, 1 year ago, 1 month ago. That's what's different, and I'm actually going to share with you in so many different ways how and why that is important for you to understand why and what is happening on the planet and why it's different and why we're more capable and why enlightenment is bigger, wider, deeper, and higher and more intricate because there's holarchies of new information and new embodiment at the planetary scale. Humanity has become a bigger function than it was 100 years ago. So we'll get into that. But do we believe that there is a potential tipping point when coherence reaches like a critical mass and evolution shifts from being kind of like linear and incremental into quantum, like parabolic curve to infinity, which we'd call the singularity, right? So some of us, I think, are perceiving and feeling that already. Yeah, okay. But where we're at even right now, that's just small flashes compared to the stage of awakening that's required to create the true shift that I think we know. It's coming, it's not fully here yet, right? But to participate in it is to consecrate your life to embody coherence and service, to live as a cell within the one body. And then you anchor your microcosmic field in harmonic phase, fractal harmonic phasing with that greater whole. That's the true initiation I envision us stepping into together. And feel into the possibility that your breath is not yours, really. It's not personal at all. It may be the movement of a single living field pulsing through you as just one localized expression of a vast shared life. Together, we are also that living field. We are a Sangha. If you don't know what that word means in Sanskrit, Sangha basically means spiritual community. So it refers then to a gathering of beings who are committed to awakening. It's a living container where each person's vow strengthens the other, and a true Sangha is, it's not built on preference. This is the kind of tribe I like to hang out with. It's like, well, it probably is if you're spiritually aligned with others that are spiritually aligned, but it's not based on your preference. It's built on a shared orientation towards truth itself. So this vow, once you go back, just going back to the vow, ultimately there's only one vow that truly matters, and it's your own. No teacher can take that vow for you. No lineage can impose it. If you choose in this holy field of togetherment, you can summon your vow right now. It's a ceremonial summons that's not just from you, it's from life. Life is ceremonially summoning us And here it is, to allow the gravity of your choice, of your vow, to reorganize your life. Hey, in both of our first two sessions, we offered the same approach, the same topic and idea of using this sacred avatar council to be a place where your vow is reinforced continually. Here we are. What are we? We are a mirror. We're the deliverance. We are the commitment born together. Why do I keep bringing that up? Because this is a vow that, in life right now, with the immense distractions and manipulation and extractions of attention, like we have to recreate and seal this vow. We have to invoke it consciously with each breath, with each action, each day, each experience that enters your reality, right? So it's not a vow done once or a few times just in these live stream sessions. It's not just a vow like you do even at your altar once in the morning, right? So it's the vow to choose the highest vibrational alignment in every second, because that vow literally defines your reality and your evolution. Yeah. Sa se soham. So the Buddhist Bodhisattva vow, that's a really, clear reflection. I think it's one of the ones that a lot of us have heard the most. But we don't need to take their specific vow to discover our version here, right? But the general Bodhisattva path is so similar at the mystical core of every spiritual tradition. It's like general because it's literally how the consciousness and awakeness works. Is you don't awaken for yourself alone. That kind of misses the point, right? Of the toroidal field, actually. It's down to a physics. We vow to realize truth for the benefit of all beings, because we just realize we are all beings. We vow to embody wisdom and compassion in action. We vow to become instruments of liberation in a world that has, for the most part, forgotten what it is. We're here to become diamond luminosity. Diamond luminosity. In Vajrayana Tibetan Tantra, the word Vajra can mean diamond, Sanskrit term for also indestructible and clear. What's that mean? It cannot be cut or burned or corrupted. It symbolizes a level of awareness that is both absolutely pure and absolute power. I want you to feel the profound significance between those two things. Absolute purity and absolute power. Not power over, but power as the infinite in action, unhindered. Yeah. And then, so yeah, diamond, Vajra, and then luminosity, diamond luminosity. And that's because there's inherent radiance of consciousness itself. There's this self-knowing clarity that illuminates all experience. So that's diamond luminosity, indestructible clarity of awakened awareness. Let that saturate through all the layers and levels of your being. Infinite transparency, like a diamond. The ground of your own being is not separate from the ground of existence itself. Birthless, deathless, stainless, beyond coming and going. If it's beyond coming and going, that means it's not added to you. Okay, I'm attempting to become that. No, it's not that. It's simply uncovered. It's uncovered radically in numberless ways as you expose truth through your very being. It just means illusion dissolves more and more. That's what this time together is. Illusion dissolving. Become transparent to the diamond light. And how do you do that? Well, you allow your personality, your history, you just say, it's okay, I can give up all of that. I can even give up my wounds, which are somehow part of my personality. It means the diamond light shines through your preferences and your identities, and they all become like clear crystal. And then this primordial brilliance can shine, stainless. It's basically saying, well, nothing really false can survive in that intensity of radiance that is clarity itself. And that goes back to purity and power are somehow one. Only what is real remains. Only what is real remains. Only I remain, the I that is pure aminness. I am presence. If it is indestructible and it's birthless and deathless, that means that we could take the billions of stars of our galaxy and we could compress it into one star or one diamond of the most brilliant white light. And then every unit of space is that infinite diamond. And you are that. You are that. I want you to, as you move inward and upward now, we're going to connect to that diamond above our heads. We've been exploring the radiance above our heads. Just start to feel it. Power, purity, clarity. as you move up as that singular star, your soul star, and maybe even higher than we've been going before. If you can remain in presence as that single point, you can rise up even higher. It's concentrated. It's stillness, and yet it is the inception of where all movement emerges out of. Now that's power. Notice the precision of this clarity and this, your cosmic alignment. So you don't make this transformation happen. This transformation simply occurs by you devoting the entirety of your presence to the singularity of awareness itself, light itself. And that can start above your head, but now start to descend that light. As if you could now download the instructions of a new ordering of energy down into your body now from that point. Download that energy. It's not as thoughts, it's as knowingness, presence, vibration, coherence. Down through you. Just feel your system adjusting to that diamond luminosity. Diamond light now anchoring down through your body, into your cells, into your atoms, and even into the space between the atoms. It's a transformation at the level of substance, but also at the level of your vibrational alignment with truth. Truth of source, of your source. Simply allowing the light behind all light, behind all light, behind all light, behind all light, to reveal its nature to you and through you. Here, only what is real remains. Only truth endures. I rest as indestructible awareness. Notice the totality of what indestructible awareness is. Infinite awareness does not exclude your body. It infuses it. It radiates as the shining behind and within all matter. And notice that this totality of awareness that you are also does not exclude your humanity. Your every little nuance, your foibles, your messy parts. But more and more, your voice will emerge from this clarity, that which you speak. More and more, your choices will arise from this diamond precision, connected to all that is, connected to wisdom, connected to suchness of reality. So simple. Notice that this is where your compassion becomes also exact and fierce. Just rest here for a few last breaths. Reverent bows to each of us here, to these hearts humble, infinitely tender, infinitely present, receptive. I see you. And let us acknowledge those who can't be with us here in the live stream that are part of our collective avatar, that we're holding this trans-dimensional, trans-temporal moment of isness that's shared whenever it is that any of us are watching the recording as well. And just that there are countless others joining us now on this earth plane, because it's a resonance is a type of home, right? It's a vibrational communion through resonance. So countless others joining us right now, whether they're on the earth plane or countless other world systems, dimensions. Oh. May the victory of our diamond vow be established now and now and now. O great jewel of wisdom and compassion, Om Mani Padme Hum, Mani Padme Hum, Mani Padme Hum. O indestructible truth, Om Mani Padme Hum. May this truth be realized instantly in my heart, mind, body, and generate great blessings for humanity, Mani Padme Hum, Mani Padme. And may I carry this direct experience of the real, of the indestructible brilliance of reality into my mundane life, Mani Padme Hum, Mani Padme Hum, into my week, into my relationships, into my work. May all parts of me be open and exposed and receive the nectar blessings of this gift. Mani Padme Hum, Mani Padme Hum. Let it transform my being, my life, even if it means the familiar and the cherished ways that I get comfortable with have to change once again. I am ready. I am ready. Om Mani Padme Hum, Mani Padme Hum, Mani Padme Hum, Mani Padme Hum. Priceless are the rewards. Priceless are the rewards of this movement towards enlightenment to my true nature at all costs, at all costs. Om Mani Padme Hum. Only illusions can dissolve. What is real is true, is eternal, is here right now. Mani Padme Hum, Mani Padme Hum. To this I bow. Padme Hum. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. To this I vow. To this I bow. And to this vow I bow to uphold and to embody. Mani Padme Hum, Mani Padme Hum. Let my life be rearranged. May I not resist the total surrender necessary. May surrender be graceful and easy without my resistance. Mani Padme Hum, Mani Padme Hum, Mani Padme. Ah, Mani Padme Hum. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jai, victory, 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 victory. Victory to God, Jai. Victory to truth, Jai, Jai, Jai. Take a good look at ourselves, at what stabilizing this commitment will look like for you today, this week. Is that a worthy endeavor? What are you willing to take it even more seriously? This vow, Mani Padme Hum, Mani Padme Hum, Mani Padme. This month, this life, this eternity, Mani Padme Hum. What will it require? Some other deeper choice in your lifestyle? What will it require of me? The honor of showing up more for myself equals all life, equals myself, equals God, equals the light, equals the love. The fiction of a singular self bent on its own narcissistic desires. What will it require of me? What inner shift of focus? What orientation to this thing called I? Is it simply inviting of me? Hum 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 Vajrakal Guru Padme Siddhi Hum Vajrakal Padme Siddhi Hum. All blessings, all victory to the inner guru within. I am that. Self-realized accomplishment is the seed of my true nature, blooming as me now and now and now and now. Om Shiva.
If you felt something in this experience, if your awareness opened or a deeper part of you blossomed and became more present to something profound, then you've touched just the edge of what we're cultivating inside Collective Avatar. Now, what you experienced here is just some minutes inside this ongoing field that really is about becoming this living rhythm with and through our members over this arc of experience together. So we gather twice each month in these live sessions, or if you can just watch the recording, but where this field is generated and deepened together. And within those spaces, this participation of being seen, felt, and met is a huge aspect of what produces the magic. Now, we're also working with these smaller breakout rooms where something quite extraordinary happens through direct human connection. Even though we're in a virtual setting, there's a powerful, coherent, supercharged container that gets to be infused through the breakout rooms as well. And then alongside that, we have these daily 15-minute synchronized meditations, which, if you ask any of our members, it's a huge, important part of what's creating monumental shifts, because these short, consistent touch points that stabilize your presence and your multidimensional connection in your everyday life are really what makes lasting shifts. And over time, this is what changes things. This is where mastery takes form. Now, the peak experiences, which we have a lot of, and we activate these, they then become integrated. They steadily increase your capacity to remain clear and grounded, connected, even as life intensifies on this escalating parabolic curve of who knows where we're going, but that you can stay in this pillar of presence, aligned within this bigger council. So if you feel called to step into this more directly, you're invited to join us. And right now you can enter at $22 US for your first month. So come in and just feel it for yourself and see what becomes possible when consistently creating and living in this field together.